Hey everyone, and welcome to our countdown of the top 10 best kingdom building anime of all time. If you love seeing protagonists rise from humble beginnings to become rulers of vast kingdoms or empires, then this list is for you. We will be diving into some of the most epic tales of nation building in the anime world. But before we start, you know what you need to do, alright? Subscribe and let's get started. Kicking off our list is high school prodigies have it easy even in another world. Imagine being the smartest kid in school, then getting transported into a fantasy world. Cool, right? That's what happens to 7 genius teens in this anime. Watch them use their big brains to turn a struggling kingdom into a powerhouse. Economics? Check. Politics? You bet. Science? Oh yeah. These whiz kids tackle medieval problems with modern solutions, and it's a blast to watch. Sure, it's not the deepest show out there, but who cares when you are having this much fun? If you want your kingdom building with a side of teenage sass and a sprinkle of let's show these fantasy folks how it is done, this anime is your ticket to a good time. Next up at 9 is Crest Senki, also known as Record of Crest War. This anime is set in a world where chaos literally rains from the sky. Theo, a young lord with big dreams and even bigger sword. Watch him wheel, deal, and occasionally steal his way to uniting a war-torn continent. This show got it all: epic battles, sneaky backstabbing, and alliances more fragile than a house of cards. The character designs might not win any beauty contests, but trust me, you'll be too busy trying to keep up with the plot twists to care. It's like Game of Thrones light, with a dash of romance to spice things up. If you like your kingdom building with a hefty dose of who's plotting what now, this is the show for you. Number 8. Remonster. Ever wondered what it's like to be the weakest monster in a video game? Well, because Remonster is about to show you. And then flip the script entirely. Our hero gets reincarnated as a pitiful goblin, but don't count him out yet. Armed with human smarts and a stomach that puts Kirby to shame, he is chomping his way up the food chain. It's the monster mash of survival, strategy, and some seriously weird eating habits. Watch as our little green protagonist goes from zero to hero, building a kingdom where monsters rule and humans drool. The CGI might make your eyes twitch, but the creative premise will keep them glued to the screen. It's gross, it's bizarre, and it's oddly addictive. Number 7. Magi, Adventure of Sinbad. Ready to sail the 7 seas with the legendary Sinbad? This prequel to Magi shows us how a plucky kid with a bad haircut became the king of, well, everything. It's a rip-roaring adventure full of magic, mayhem. Watch young Sinbad charm his way across the world, collecting a crew of lovable misfits and magical powers like they are going out of style. The show expands the Magi universe, introducing new lands, lore, and ladies for our hero to impress. It's got action, laughs, and just enough political intrigue to keep you on your toes. If you like your kingdom building with a hefty dose of swashbuckling charm, Sinbad's your man. Number 6. The Genius Prince's Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. Ever had a job you wanted to quit but kept accidentally excelling at? Welcome to Prince Wayne's life. This anime is a comedy goldmine where our hero tries his darndest to tank his kingdom so he can sell it off and retire. Spoiler alert, he fails spectacularly. Every scheme backfires into success, turning his backwater nation into a rising star. It's like watching a reverse Midas touch, where everything he tries to ruin turns to gold. The show's clever writing will keep you chuckling, while Wayne's reluctant journey from slacker to actually kind of good ruler adds heart to the humor. If you want your kingdom building with a heavy dose of task failed successfully, this prince's misadventures are sure to crown you with laughter. Number 5. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. Ever wished you could fix a country like you'd tackle a group project? Meet Kazuya, a regular Joe who gets isekai'd into a crown and immediately starts delegating like a boss. Watch Kazuya apply real-world solutions to fantasy problems, from crop rotation to public sanitation. Yes, it gets that nitty-gritty. But don't worry, it's all about bureaucratic bean counting. That's political intrigue, a dash of action, and a harem of capable women who are more than just eye candy. The pacing might make you yawn occasionally, but you'll be surprised how invested you get in things like tax reform. Who knew kingdom building could be so educational? Number 4. Overlord. What happens when the world's biggest MMORPG nerd gets trapped in his game as an all-powerful skeleton overlord? Chaos, conquest, and comedy. That's what. Overlord turns the isekai genre on its head, with our protagonist Ainz Olgaun, or Momonga, fumbling his way through world domination. Watch him bluff, bumble, and occasionally brutalize his way to the top, backed by a legion of hilariously devoted NPCs. The show's got darker than dark humor, epic battles, and enough plot twists to give you whiplash. Fair warning, Ainz isn't your typical hero. He's more morally grey than Knight in shining armor. But that's what makes Overlord so damn fun. It's kingdom building from the villain's perspective, and it's deliciously evil. Number 3. Sukimi Moonlight Fantasy. Talk about a hero's journey gone sideways. Poor Makoto gets summoned to save a fantasy world, only to be kicked to the curb for not being pretty enough. Ouch. But your boy doesn't let a little divine rejection get him down. Instead, he turns lemons into the most unusual lemonade you've ever tasted. Watch as Makoto builds a paradise where humans, demi-humans, and monsters all get along like one big weird family. The show balances heartwarming moments of acceptance with hilarious culture clashes and some truly epic magic battles. If you want your kingdom building with a hefty dose of why can't we all just get along and a side of sassy earth spirits, Sukimi will hit your isekai sweet spot. Number 2. Log Horizon. Imagine if your favorite MMORPG suddenly became real, trapping thousands of players inside. Scary, right? Well, not for Shiro, our glasses-pushing hero who sees it as the ultimate strategy game. Watch as Shiro and his guild transform a chaotic game world into a functioning society, tackling everything from player killing to proper pantry stocking. The show's got a massive cast of lovable characters, each bringing their own flavor. It's not just about leveling up and beating bosses, though there is plenty of that too. It's about building a home away from home, complete with all the messiness of real-world politics and economics. Who knew the virtual world could be so much fun? 1. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. And the crown goes to a slime. You bet your gelatinous behind it does. This anime takes the classic zero to hero story and coats it in adorable blue goo. Meet Ruru Tempest, formerly known as a lonely salaryman, now the most charming blob you'll ever see. Watch in awe as this little slime uses a perfect mix of modern know-how, magic powers, and good old-fashioned kindness to build a multicultural monster paradise. It's got action that'll make you go, whoa, comedy that will have you in stitches, and heartwarming moments that might just make you tear up. But don't worry, Rimuru can absorb those tears. It's the full package, proving once and for all that you don't need a spine to be a fantastic leader. And there you have it, folks. 10 anime that prove you can build a kingdom out of anything, brains, brawn, or blue slime. Whether you are in the mood for political intrigue, magical battles, or just watching a bunch of games try to create a government, there is something here for everyone. So which world will you dive into first? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe build your own little empires of anime knowledge. Until next time, happy watching.